Decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
Over here, if you please.
This journey looks to be a long one. What say we make things easier on ourselves by seeking an ox cart services?
How might I be of assistance?
This ox cart's back. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
You dare incite me?
Out the cart, all of the evidence.
Here, an enchantment cold to freeze our foes. I shan't let them fight. Most impressive.
Fight on, victory shall be ours. The result will be found. Well done.
That is great. Never have I encountered that.
Now that is a surprise.
Suppose worthy of caution.
It seems we have erased our foes. I cannot believe their race is our advantage. Understood. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Anyone can see something.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. If this, we can... a quiet day is a welcome. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustine's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustine to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern?
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually.
You have my protection.
Curse you! All that planning and...
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I shall stand by you, Master. Whatever you decide.
We've got choppers!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. That was welcome. There's no one standing behind anyone.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. It was a glorious success.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
By your leave. Master? Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray, seek an exit. I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist-deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I... time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin, and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen true. What? You are the Arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
'Tis done.
Shall we see how our village fares of late, Master? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look. Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
My sustain is yours to wield. Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Over here, if you would.
Full glad I am to be returned to you, Master. I cannot thank you enough.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find...
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
We ought to take a closer look. That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
Curious, isn't it?
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, carve the beasts as you did before, sir.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure that they are safe. There, Master! Saurians! Fire's fury sharply arrayed against history.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? But I see him outnumbered. Could be all three of you are behind this somehow.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right.
My magic grant you an elemental move. Well done!
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
It's not for us to gain safety of each other. We must go with it.
You have my protection.
There is little point in my leading the way, if we haven't got what we require to help.
We are under attack. It is rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
I will protect you.
we don't survive. We must needs focus.
Allow me.
Avoided, I take it, Arisen. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.